ready for some honest and hilarious comedy that you'd probably never hear at the airport and that might make you think twice about sponsoring a millennial.
Entertainer and podcaster John Crist is hitting the Encore Theatre stage, and before he does, as you can see, he is joining us right here on Morning Blend. Good morning, sir. How are you?
Who wrote that? Who wrote that lead in honest and hilarious? Who wrote that?
Guilty over here. With
that was me.
What do you got to say for yourself, Jessica?
I'll take it.
Listen, I'm a big fan.
We are fans. But
I appreciate that. I'll take it. I mean, to be fair, in her defense, that is what it is. That's what all great comedy is. So I'll take it.
It is true. But before we even get into talking about you're starting off your tour right here in Vegas, we have to say that the whole world's been talking about the engagement, and we're not talking Travis. We're talking about you guys, you and your fiance. Congratulations, sir.
Yes, congrats.
I think that's the first time. Let's make a note of it. August 27th. That's the first time someone has ever called her my fiance publicly. This is a big deal.
Does it feel weird?
You know, we're probably going to have another celebration for that tonight. So thanks, guys.
You're welcome.
Yes.
We're happy to turn up and be, toast you guys and make it official, whatever you want to do.
Where's the champagne?
Was that a big thing in the family group chat as well? How did that trigger off?
Oh, yeah, huge. And a lot of people, there's a lot of people that wanted to know. I got 7 siblings. So everyone wants to know. I called all 7 of them. They want to know what the ranking is, what the order, who mom and dad were called first.
You better believe it.
Wanting to know who was called second.
Did you do it in order of birth? I feel like that would be the safest way. Or was it favorites?
Oh, yeah. Now that I think about it, that is probably the most diplomatic way. Yeah, we should have just done it in order, because some people, it went to voicemail. We skipped over them. We didn't get them to the next day. And then they heard from other siblings. You can't win these days. It's 2025.
Never.
There's too many outlets to communicate with people. And by the way, keeping a secret to try to propose to someone in 2025 with her best friends, locations, it's almost dang near impossible.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, you did it. You pulled it. Well done.
Yes,
Pulled it off. Yeah,
well,
and now we're going to Vegas.
That's right. Yes. Yeah, we're excited about that. So tell us a little bit about the show.
Well, I got to communicate to everybody, we're not going to Vegas to get married.
Oh.
I know people think the show was planned long before the engagement, but we're at the Encore Theater at the Wynn on Sunday night, the Lord's Day. I know a lot of Christians are like, I don't know if we can go to the Strip and go to church on the same day. I talked to God. He said it was okay.
He's fine with it? Good. Well, I mean, for anyone who's not, Jessica and I have referenced some of your previous specials, some of your previous, well-loved gags. If people haven't seen you before, others who know you very well will totally get what we've been talking about with the group family chat and everything else.
Yes.
But for anyone who hasn't seen your comedy, your stand-up before, how would you best encapsulate your style and your delivery and what makes you special?
Well, she described it as honest, and I guess you just described it as well-loved gags. So I don't know where we're going from here. No, that is what it is. I think a lot of people, it's funny when I do radio, people are like, where do we know this guy's voice from? And then same thing with television. They're like, I might not have known the name John Crist, but I definitely know that guy. I feel like everywhere I go, whether it's TikTok or Instagram or Facebook, people all on the street, on the sidewalk, in the airport, and restaurants, who were like, "You're that guy. You're that guy from that thing from that video."
I've seen that video online.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all. And the live show is anybody who's ever seen one of the videos and come to my live show, everybody says, don't take it from me, but the live show is much, much better than any video you could ever see.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, talking about these videos, you've had so many sketches that have truly gone viral throughout your career. I mean, what has the process been like for you from shifting from these types of comedic sketches that you started doing to actually doing these stand-up live shows?
Yeah, actually, I was doing stand-up long before I started the sketches. But the stand-up, I've been doing stand-up for 15 years. The sketches are what kind of put me on the map and what sells out all the shows. So I was doing stand-up long before I was ever doing sketches. But I guess because of the popularity of the sketches, people think I'm a guy from a sketch guy from the internet. But I've been doing stand-up since I was just out of college. So it is, I'll say, whenever you think of a joke, you go, oh, is this like a sketch, or is this a stand-up, or is this a tweet? Is this an Instagram story? You think, what is the modality for this joke? And things like a family group text, situational things in dating relationships. Sometimes those are all, they're best saved for the live show, and that's what you're going to see on Sunday.
Yeah, I mean, like you mentioned, the live show happening in Vegas. You're starting your tour off here in Las Vegas. We've talked about a little bit to do with that. When you come to town, what do you like to do here? Is it a chance for you to enjoy the sunshine? Do you like to take a little flutter on the strip and go for a little gamble? Do you like to hit like local communities? What everyone does Vegas differently. How does John Crist and Lydia do Vegas?
Oh, well, let's see. I've been coming to Vegas since I started my career. I did the Excalibur, if you remember, a long time ago. I think it's still there. I think you have to, now when you go there, you have to get a vaccine just to go there. I'm just joking. It's a beautiful place. I used to come there and perform with Louis Anderson, and then the show after us was the Thunder Down Under, and we shared the same dressing room. I'll never forget that.
Yeah, it's an experience you'll never forget.
I'd love to be a fly on the wall there.
Yeah, I'll say I might do I might go to the sports book a little bit. I'll probably stop by there. I try to stay away. There's that one food court in the Excalibur that is I don't necessarily, I'm not a huge gambler, but just with my eating habits and my health when I'm in Vegas. And then Monday, I believe we're going to play golf at the Wynn, which there's a big round sphere in the background. I thought it was the sun, but it's actually a man-made sphere that's now in the background.
That's right.
This is true.
Yes,
that's
well,
very
John,
cool.
we are so excited for you to be coming to Vegas this weekend. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
Honored to see you guys. We'll see you there.
All right, John Crist is bringing his Jokes for Humans tour to the Encore Theater inside Wynn, Las Vegas this Sunday, August 31st. For showtimes, tickets, and additional tour dates, head to johncristcomedy.com.